All right, get ready. Because today we're going deep on something pretty interesting. The present perfect tense.
Okay.
And I know what you might be thinking, grammar
Right.
can be a little dry, but I promise this one, it's anything but boring, trust me.
Okay.
Because we're going to uncover how this tense really acts like a time traveler.
Mm.
It connects past actions to what's going on right now
Yeah.
in ways that you might not expect.
It really is true. And it's not just about, memorizing a bunch of rules and stuff. It's
Yeah.
about understanding how we communicate the impact of things that have happened in the past, but on our lives right now.
I like that.
Yeah, think about it. If
Yeah.
you didn't have this tense,
Yeah.
how would you actually, explain the lasting effects of all the things that you've experienced?
That's a great point.
Yeah.
So how does this time-traveling tense actually work?
Okay, well, let's start with a simple scenario, okay?
Like?
Imagine somebody asks you,
Yeah.
have you ever been to Argentina?
Okay.
See how that question? It's not really about a specific time, right?
Right.
It's more about whether that experience is a part of your life up to now.
Right, is Argentina a piece of your personal puzzle?
Exactly, yeah, and that's what makes it so unique.
Yeah.
It lets us talk about these actions that happened sometime in the past, but we don't have to nail down the exact moment.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do we actually form this magical tense?
Okay, so there's kind of a formula.
Okay.
You combine have or has
Right.
with the past participle of a verb.
Okay.
So think of actions like finish,
Yeah.
started.
Mm-hmm.
Those are actually past participles of regular verbs.
Okay. But English wouldn't be English without some curveballs in there.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, some little things that trip us up.
Exactly. So irregular verbs,
Okay.
like go, which turns into gone in the past participle.
Yeah.
That can be a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
But the good news is with practice, you get used to those irregular forms and it becomes second nature.
They do, yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got the basics of how to form it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when do we actually use it in real life?
Okay, so let's say you go to the doctor.
Okay.
And you want to describe how you've been feeling.
Right.
You could say something like,
Yeah.
I haven't been feeling well recently.
Okay.
So that kind of emphasizes that this feeling started in the past and it's still kind of bugging you.
It's ongoing.
Exactly. It's not just a one-time thing. And that's where the simple past, that's where the difference comes in.
Right.
If you wanted to talk about yesterday, you'd say, I didn't feel well yesterday.
Right.
So the key is whether the time frame is finished.
Yeah.
Or if it's still going on.
So I haven't been able to focus on work since Monday because Monday's still part of this week.
Exactly.
But I couldn't focus on work last week because that's over and done.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
You're really starting to see the little details, how time really affects our tense.
This is making things so much clearer. It's all about then and now, that connection.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really is all about the connection between past and present.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is so cool about this tense.
Yeah.
Because it can give us these subtle meanings.
Oh.
For example, how we describe something we've owned for a long time.
Oh, I've had this jacket for years.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not just about buying it. It's about that continuous ownership of it.
You got it.
Right.
It shows an ongoing state, not a completed event.
So couldn't I just say, I bought this jacket years ago?
Well, yeah, you could.
Yeah.
But then you kind of lose that feeling,
Right.
but you still own it.
Right. It's still with me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's important to remember with this that you wouldn't use for or since with an action that's already finished.
Oh. Yeah.
You wouldn't say, I've bought this jacket for 3 years because the buying happened at a specific time.
It would be, I bought this jacket 3 years ago.
Exactly. You're getting it.
Yeah.
Now, let's move on to my favorite part about this whole tense.
Okay, what's that?
It's all about how it links actions in the past to consequences we feel now.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're getting a little deeper here.
Yeah, we are.
I like it.
So the present perfect lets us explain why things are the way they are right now
Okay.
by showing how actions in the past led to it.
Okay.
So think about something simple,
Okay.
like, I've lost my keys.
Okay, but if you're looking for your keys, we already know they're lost.
You would think so, right?
Yeah.
But that's where the present perfect it adds this nuance. It's not just a fact.
Right.
You're highlighting what's happening right now
Okay.
because of that action.
Got it.
So it explains why you're searching,
Right.
why you might be late.
Why you're stressed.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not just about the lost keys.
Right.
It's about how that affects you now.
So if I said I've eaten too much chocolate, It's not just about the chocolate.
Right.
It's about the stomachache.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
The present perfect, it lets us see how our choices in the past
Yeah.
affect us now.
Yeah. I like that.
It's storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
It's explaining our emotions.
Yeah.
It's powerful stuff.
This is like a grammar lesson and a life lesson.
It is, right.
All in one.
Yeah, and you know what else?
What's that?
This is just the beginning.
Oh.
This tense is like a starting point for more conversation.
Oh, interesting.
So, like, imagine you tell someone, I've lost my phone.
Yeah, they can be like, when did you last see it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or where have you looked?
Right.
So you start with this big idea.
Yeah, set the scene.
Yeah.
And then go back and give more detail.
Exactly.
Clearly.
And you'll see this everywhere once you start noticing.
That's so cool.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
We've covered a lot today.
Yeah.
From life experiences to ongoing situations, even consequences.
Yeah.
The present perfect is super versatile.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it's so important if you want to really understand how to communicate well in English.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. You've been listening to us use it this whole time, and it
Right.
probably helped you follow along with the conversation to see how everything connects.
Yeah, I didn't even notice us using it.
Right.
It just comes naturally.
It does, and that's what's so cool about learning a language.
Yeah.
The more you see it, the more you hear it. It
Yeah.
just becomes part of you.
It does.
So for our listeners out there who want to get better
Yeah.
at using this, what advice would you give?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Be an active listener.
Yes, exactly.
Pay attention to how people use it,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, in conversation,
Yeah,
in
fair.
movies, music.
Yeah, and podcasts like this one. Pay attention to how they're connecting things.
Right, that connection from before to now.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
don't be afraid to try it yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
The more you practice,
Yeah.
the better you get.
It's like anything.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
So here's a little challenge
Okay.
for everybody listening.
Yeah.
As you go about your day,
Yeah.
try to catch yourself using it.
Oh.
See what you're really saying?
Right.
How you're connecting with people.
How are you using it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
When you start to become aware of how you use language, that's when it gets fun.
It is. You understand it.
Exactly.
You really see the power of it.
Yeah, it's powerful stuff.
Well, this has been fantastic.
It has.
Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into the present perfect.
Yes. Thank you for listening.
We hope you learned some new things today,
We hope so.
and we hope you'll keep exploring this fascinating world of English grammar.
Absolutely. It's an adventure.
It is. Until next time, happy learning.
Happy learning, everybody.